So there's a nerve called the vagus nerve, and you might have heard of it because it's the most popular nerve these days. Its main job is to communicate safety throughout our whole body. It's a big part of how we handle stress and how we bounce back from stressful situations. So today I thought we could have a restorative yoga practice to tone the vagus nerve so that we can switch out of a fight or flight and into a more calm, resilient state. So grab a blanket. I'm Danica. Let's get started. Okay, let's take our blanket and fold it or roll it up to place underneath of our head in a child's pose. So bringing the knees a little wider than your hips. Walk your hands forward and melt your heart down as you rest your forehead and your arms on the blanket. So immediately removing external stimulation, which will naturally slow the breath down. Begin to deepen the breath. So everything we do throughout this practice will be with the intention of sending safety signals using our breath, sending safety signals through stillness and surrender, or retraining our nervous system to recognize what it feels like to release stored tension. So please remember that you can always stay someplace for the entire practice if that's where you want to be, or you can move along with me as I move. There are no rules, just listening to your body and breathing. Let's take 2 more slow breaths. When you're ready, like we're moving underwater, start to walk your hands back in towards your body. Bring your knees back towards each other. We'll come up into a tabletop and let's place our blanket at the top of the mat. We'll use it again a little later. So finding your neutral tabletop. As you inhale, drop your heart down, pull it forward and through, lift your gaze into your cow pose. And exhale, round the spine and start to sink your hips towards your heels. Inhale like you're ducking underneath a wave, coming back into your cow pose. And exhale, round the spine, sink the hips. Keep moving with your own breath. Try to take your time. On your next inhale, we'll meet back in our neutral tabletop. And then very gently slide down onto your belly. Coming onto the forearms in your Sphinx pose. Like you're pulling the ground towards you, reach your heart forward, lift your gaze. And then very gently just start to look over your shoulder, one and then the other. So your vagus nerve runs down either side of the neck. So moving very slowly and gently with your breath is the fastest way to engage with the tissues that surround the nerve. You can drop your chin towards your chest and do little half circles. Or you're welcome to stay totally still. Closing the eyes. And breathe. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring the elbows out wide and come down onto your belly. Stack the hands and rest your forehead down on your hands. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Slowly, we're going to roll over onto our right side, resting your head in your left hand. And then we'll grab our blanket, slide it down, so we can bring our top knee to the blanket. Just pausing here with the eyes closed. Breathing. You can decide to stay here, or you can start to lean your upper body back, coming into a little twist here. As you reach your right arm back behind you, you can keep your left hand behind your head, or you can take up space with both arms. Try to direct your breath into the places that feel the most restricted here. And that's just helping to send signals to the nervous system, a reminder of what it feels like to release stored tension, to breathe into places of tension and release. Scan the body here and see if you can find a place to soften a little bit more. Maybe it's your face, your shoulders, your hands. Taking one more deep breath and a slow, long exhale. And then again, very slowly, like you're moving underwater, rolling back onto your side. Just resting here for a moment. And then we'll roll onto our back. You can bring that blanket to the top of your mat again. You can decide to keep your feet on the floor, knees bent, or you can extend your legs long. Reach your arms up overhead, letting your forearms rest down on the blanket. So modern life is not built for an optimal nervous system. Things like chronic stress, sitting a lot, and shallow breathing can dull the vagus nerve. so it's not broken. We can come here and tone our vagus nerve through practicing relaxation and deep belly breathing. When you feel ready, we're going to roll over onto your right side, bringing that blanket down again. I'm just going to switch around so I'm facing you. So we'll rest our head in our right hand. Bring your left knee to the blanket. Closing the eyes, just feeling what this is like for you on this side. And notice how it feels to move slowly. You don't have to judge it, judge the feeling, just notice. You can stay here, or you can lean your upper body back, coming into that twist again. Take up space with both arms, or you can keep the right hand behind your head. And again, see if you can direct your breath down into your belly, down into the places that feel restricted and twisted. Soften your face and your shoulders. So again, coming back into softening, just when you notice tension, to soften it. The more you do that, the easier it is for your body to remember what it's like to release the tension, to release the stress. You don't have to hold on to it. Check in with yourself and release the stress that you don't need. Let's take one more deep breath here. And a long, slow exhale. Slowly rolling back onto your side. Resting for a moment. And in your own time, we'll roll onto our back again. Take your blanket, and you can either place it underneath of your head or on top of your body, on top of your hips and your belly. You can keep your knees bent, walking the feet as wide as the mat. Let your knees fall in towards each other. Or you can extend the legs long. When you get to where you're going, close the eyes. So your vagus nerve is toned through contraction and release. So tension in your muscles and then a conscious release of that tension. So I'm going to guide us through the whole body as we tighten the muscles for a breath, and then we'll exhale and release that tension. So purposefully tensing up in the muscles that I bring our awareness to, and then together we will exhale and release. So that retrains our nervous system to recognize, release, and then allow it more easily. So let's take a deep breath in And a slow breath out. Starting with the face, try to scrunch up and find as much tension in your face, in your jaw, in your lips, in your eyes. Tense, tense, tense. And as you exhale, soften and release. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Tension in your shoulders, squeeze them in really tight, maybe lift them up to your ears, tense, tense, tense. And then exhale, release and soften. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Make fists with your hands and try to find tension in your hands, in your arms. Tense, tense, tense. And exhale, release, soften. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. This time finding tension in your belly. Tense it up as much as you can. Tense, tense, tense. And exhale, release. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Finding tension in your hips, lower back, glutes, upper thighs. Squeeze it in. Tense, tense, tense. And exhale, release. Soften. And take a breath. This time we'll find tension in our whole body. So scrunching the face, scrunching the shoulders, make your fists, squeeze your whole body really tight. Find as much tension as you possibly can. And then exhale, release, let it all go. Let your whole body soften. Let your whole body relax. Take a deep breath in. And sigh it out. Just for the next minute, letting yourself be here in surrender and silence together. Going to end the practice here so that you can stay resting for as long as you're able. I really hope this helped. Namaste.